It was a great day in LA yesterday. Y'all check this out.
Now at 11, chaos erupts as armed federal agents conduct sweeping immigration raids across Los Angeles. Good evening, I'm Micah Ullman.
And I'm Cher Calvin. Dozens were arrested during the sweep as angry protesters clashed with federal agents on the streets of downtown LA.
The surprise raids took place this morning, but the chaos continues into the night as hundreds face off with police. It all began at a Home Depot and then in LA's Garment District as federal agents used flashbang grenades to clear the protesters who were trying to disrupt the operation, targeting undocumented workers.
Shame! Shame! Shame!
You're looking at Los Angeles. Chaos and clashes as ICE raid locations throughout our city, taking at least 24 into custody. The raid sparking confrontation between protesters and federal agents, including one man who tried to stop an SUV and was nearly run down.
And breaking right now, a large crowd of people is gathering at the Roybal Federal Building in downtown Los Angeles. And as you can see right there, you can see some of that crowd. It's been contentious for much of the day as protesters showed up as those ICE raids happened at a couple of locations through Los Angeles.
Okay, I gotta be careful here. What we have is a group of protesters who try to enter the building. They are actually using the garbage, and you see that we're getting pelted with gas pellets. That is tear gas. Okay, so what we had was a crowd of about 20 people who tried to enter the building a few minutes ago. And they are now backing up because we have been, excuse me, we have tear gas being thrown at us. At this point, we do not see anybody in terms of LAPD or law enforcement near us, but I have a feeling this is going to happen at some point soon. The crowd is going back in. Those are actually photographers because you can see that they actually broke. There was a fence there and they actually went in. The moment they tried to go in, they were met by the officers that you see with the tear gas. So the crowd is backing up and they're beginning to throw things at the officers. And of course, in the middle of this, we have somebody in a dinosaur suit. But the crowd has backed off a little bit. And we have about 30, 40 people around us, and they're beginning to try to move back in. Some of them and throw some of the cones at the officers.
In the city of LA, man, ICE came to do their job. You got a lot of people mad. If you're here in the country illegally, this is to be expected, man. Donald Trump ran on this issue. You know what I'm saying? He said once he becomes president, he's going to conduct the biggest mass deportation in American history.
Starting on day one, I will seal the border and stop the migrant invasion into our country. We will begin the largest deportation operation in the history of the United States. Dwight Eisenhower right now has that record. It's not, and by the way, it's not something I want to do. I dread having to do it, but we have no choice.
And what, y'all thought he was playing? And they also gave you a chance. They gave you a chance to self-deport. You know what I'm saying? They give you $1,000.
We are following breaking news as the Trump administration says that it will pay illegal immigrants $1,000 to voluntarily leave the country. I did want to bring some more details of this breaking news. This announcement today saying that the administration will pay immigrants in the United States illegally who have returned to their home country voluntarily. They will pay them $1,000. This as the Trump administration continues on its mass deportation agenda. The Department of Homeland Security issuing a news release moments ago saying that will also pay for travel assistance and that the people who use an app called CBP Home to tell the government that they plan to return home, those will be deprioritized for detention and removal. by immigration enforcement. Secretary Kristi Noem saying, quote, if you are here illegally, self-deportation is the best, safest, and most cost-effective way to leave the United States to avoid arrest. DHS is now offering illegal aliens financial travel assistance and a stipend to return to their home country through the CBP Home app, end quote. Now, President Trump has made immigration enforcement one of the key priorities, along with mass deportation of immigrants in the United States illegally, but it is costly and labor intensive. This comes as the Republican administration is pushing Congress for a large increase in resources for the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Department, the department responsible for removing people from the country. So I did want to share that breaking news, and I'm taking a look right now at the Homeland website right here. It says, quote, today the Department of Homeland Security announced a historic opportunity for illegal aliens to receive both financial and travel assistance to facilitate travel back to their home country through the CBP Home app. Any illegal alien who uses this app to self-deport will also receive a stipend of $1,000 paid after their return to their home country has been confirmed through this app.
It was a few people who I guess did that, but there's a lot of people who didn't, and they thought that it was a game. And it's not a game, man. I don't care how long you've been in this country. If you are here illegally, then there's going to be repercussions and consequences. You know what I'm saying? I know that, you know, you've been here for years and all those things like that, but it was going to be a day where somebody is going to enforce those laws. Now that the temporary protection orders are off of undocumented immigrants, they coming for you.
News, 500,000 immigrants who are in the U.S. legally could now be deported. The Supreme Court has cleared the way for the Trump administration to strip temporary humanitarian parole protections from more than 500 million immigrants from 4 countries: Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. Also part of the ruling, the court allows the administration to revoke temporary legal status from 350,000 Venezuelan immigrants in another case.
It might look like mass hysteria, which it is, but you have plenty of opportunities to self-deport. You know, then you'll be able to come back, you know, a chance to come back legally. I'm not mad at anybody that's here legally. And if you get caught up in one of these deportations, and if they got you and if you here legally, you know, you deserve to be here in the country. You know, we are built off of immigrants and stuff like that. But if you here illegally, that's your ass. So let me know in the comments, man, how y'all feel about these ICE raids. You know what I'm saying? It looked bad, but the people that they're taking out of here, that they are allegedly taking and getting up out of this country and arresting them or detaining them, are people that came to this country illegally. You have people saying, well, they didn't commit no crimes. I'm so tired of hearing people say that. If you cross the border illegally, that is the first crime you committed. You know what I'm saying? Blame Joe Biden.
Southern California feeling the brunt of the border crisis, now in year number 4. In Jacumba today, Fox News cameras rolled as illegal crossings continued without resistance in the remote terrain of eastern San Diego County. Where are you from? China? China? Ecuador. We used Google Translate to communicate with one of the Chinese men. He told us how his group got to the U.S.
Flew from Turkey.
Turkey? Yeah. Airplane. Did you land in Tijuana, Mexico? Yes. Yes.
Where are you from?
India.
India? Yes. What, you too?
Yeah.
How long have you been walking? All day?
All day.
Did you fly into Mexico and then walk The rest.
Walk.
But where did you fly into?
What?
Where did you fly into? What city?
No, only walking.
How do you walk from India?
Yes. Banana.
Are you from India too?
Pakistan.
Oh, Pakistan. And Pakistan? Pakistan? Bangladesh. Okay. And how did you guys fly into Mexico and then walk in the rest of the way? Walk? How did you get from Pakistan over to here? You from Pakistan too?
India.
Oh, India?
India, Punjab.
India?
Punjab.
India. Okay. Yeah, we ran into some of your friends over there.
Police station, how far?
Yeah, this way.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
It is. Okay.
Thank you.
In Eagle Pass, Texas, our Fox drone captured video of one of the largest mass illegal crossings we have ever seen there. Border Patrol sources telling Fox some 2,200 people have crossed illegally just since midnight.
Where are you from?
Syria.
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 What's your name?
Milad.
Milad? Why'd you come to the U.S.? Why coming to U.S.? No?
No English.
Okay. Where are you from?
From Syria.
Syria? English?
So.
Why are you coming to the U.S.? Why come?
Because we love America and we need a nice style, a nice life.
Yeah, coming for jobs?
Yeah, a nice job, a nice because our country very weird.
What's your name?
Danny.
Danny. Good luck.
Thank you.
Where are you from?
Amr. Syria.
Syria, too? What's your name?
Amr.
Ahmed?
Amr.
Same question. Why do you come to the U.S.?
All of Spanish or Arabic? No, English. Spanish.
Where are you from?
During the pre-Trump days and during Biden administration, we would have boats several a week that would just drive up onto our shores, and about a dozen people would hop out and then run into our neighborhoods. We don't know if they were carrying drugs or who they were, and they would just go into our neighborhoods and disappear.
Those past 4 years, 20 million illegal aliens coming into this country. We don't know who they are. A lot of them, we don't know who they are. Those are the ones that got away. You know what I'm saying? We don't know who they are, where they at, what intentions they have over here. First they were saying, oh, we running from our country because they're gonna unalive us over there. But when they get over here, they're talking about jobs. So, any of the families, man, who have people taken away from them as far as here in America, and if they're illegal immigrants, man, look, like I said before in the beginning of the video, man, they had plenty of opportunities to self-deport. And it is what it is. And it's going to be more raids coming, more raids. So, and then now you have people talking about the ICE agents are wearing masks. I'll wear a mask too if y'all taking pictures of me and then putting them online and giving me death threats and all that other stuff. Man, I'm here just to do a job. Don't get mad at me. I'm here to do my job. Just like everybody else do their job, I'm here to do my job. And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? You can't talk to the ICE agents because they're not listening to you. You guys can plead your case all you want. Plead your case all you want. They're not listening. They're doing their jobs. So, like I said, it was a good day yesterday. I'm glad to see that immigration, custom enforcement are enforcing the law. They're enforcing the law. So you can cry and whine about it, but it is what it is. And you got city officials like the mayor, Karen Bass, over here condemning the ICE raid like she don't know what's going on.
Is today one of your worst nightmares come true?
Well, you know, yes, I've been really worried about this from the beginning. And as far as I know, this is the first time this has happened in our city like this. We know ICE has been here, but it's been for targeted arrests. This was just mass chaos. And it sows a sense of chaos in our city and a sense of terror. And it's just unacceptable.
And this is something that's been taking place across the country. And we know that President Trump campaigned on this. This is something he's been talking about. But now that these mass deportations in this manner, federal government have made its way here, were you aware that this was happening? Was the LAPD aware?
No, I absolutely had no idea. And my understanding is the LAPD had no idea either.
And how many raids are you aware of that took place in Los Angeles today?
Again, I'm not exactly sure. I think at least 4 or 5.
You know what's going on. You tried to make LA a sanctuary city, kept it at that, and it's changing. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is. Ain't no reason. Why are you condemning it? You know what I'm saying? Why? We know why. And then you got Gavin Newsom doing the same thing. After he talking about it's unfair that men are in women's sports, but now he want to go back on what he's saying, talking about this is a disgrace and all this stuff. It's not a disgrace. They already put the numbers out there, man. You got so many people that are murderers. You got a lot of them that are rapists, kidnappers, child smugglers, and all kind of stuff going on up in here. You know what I'm saying? What about the American people? What about our safety? I consider this as for our safety. You know what I'm saying? But when they come to your front door, then you're going to be like, oh, yeah, we need this. We need that. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I don't. And what makes you think I'm going to trust some undocumented people that's coming over here that's just flooded the border to come over here and create a lot of havoc over here? Just crazy. You know what I'm saying? People got to start waking up and realizing, man, what's really going on. I know the world is a big place and everybody's able to live where they want to live, but there's rules. There's rules over here. You can't just come over here, man. By the time somebody stepped up and start enforcing these immigration laws, it is what it is. So if you get caught up in those ICE raids and you ain't got your papers, and if you ain't here legally, then you expect consequences, and these are the consequences of your actions. I don't care how much money you was making and how comfortable you got. Somebody came and enforced the laws, and you got caught up. It is what it is. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. But anyway, man, let me know in the comments, man, how y'all feel about this situation. If you feel like the ICE agents shouldn't be wearing masks, or if you feel like they should wear masks to protect their identities. If you feel like they're causing a lot of trouble in the streets or whatever it is. But to me, I'm like, hey, why are you guys fighting? The people are doing their jobs. You know you're here illegally. You got the answer for it, and this is the day. Trump ran on mass deportations, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Y'all comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. We're going to continue to keep our eye on this because, you know, it's time. It's time, man. Anyway, man, y'all protect yourself at all times. Keep your head on the swivel. God bless you. God bless me, man. And God bless America, man. And I'm out. Mr. Zach Reacts. Peace.